so far with these databases, we have looked at everything in what's called a datasheet view. And we need to talk just a little bit about design view. We're going to come over and open the tours by state query. And then we're going to go up here and click on view and change it to design view. Now you can see design view looks a little bit different because you can't see all the information that's in the table. But one thing that design view allows you to do is to make some changes to that query. So for instance, if we wanted our state name to come after our tour name, then if you'll notice there's this little gray bar, and when you put your mouse on it, it turns into a downward arrow. When you click, then the entire area is black. If you take your mouse pointer while you're still up in that area and click, notice how I get the little dots around the bottom of my arrow. That means that entire area is selected and I can now move it. And when I move it, you'll see the black bar that kind of follows. And wherever that black bar is when I release my mouse button is where that field is going to be. So now, instead of seeing my state name, then my tour name, I would see my tour name and then my state name. So if I go back and I view it in the datasheet view, you can now see that you've got your tour name, then your state name, then your tour start date. If I go back to design view, and let's say we want to add how many days these tours are going to last, because we've got somebody that's come in, they want to do a tour, but they only want to do it for, say, 7 days. Then I can come right here in my tours table and click on duration, hold down my mouse button, and I can drag it down to this area and release it. And wherever my mouse is when I release it is where it's going. And I now have added a new field to my query. So now if I go back and I view it, I now have how many days. This makes it easier to add queries or add fields into an existing query rather than having to go back and recreate the entire thing. But that is how you can use your query design to add some more information in there. Now I'm going to click on the save button because we did make changes to it so that when you close it out, it saves your information. If we hadn't done that, it would have prompted us to save.